was wondering how I make an iced latte in the morning, I fill a pretty cup about halfway with crushed ice. We have an ice machine. And then I get my almond milk and I fill it to about a little over 3/4. I get my sweetener. We use this vanilla. I get 2 pumps because I like mine on the sweeter side. And then I get my espresso. Don't wait too long for pouring the espresso in because I've heard that they only last for about 20 seconds and then they go a little bitter. And there is my latte. And here's my breakfast. I got my latte. I've got 2 eggs with everything bagel seasoning, some bacon, and some, well, it looks bad because it got toast. I usually do a single shot of espresso so I don't go cray-cray in the morning. It is currently 6:47. Sorry about the noise in the background, that's the ice machine, but I got ice for my latte. Comment down below how you like your eggs. I like to have yolk in mine and then cut the whites off and dip the whites in the yolk. That's how I like mine. Also, how do y'all like your toast? Because I like to have it like brown, but not dark, like medium. And I also really like either grape jelly or elderberry. I don't know if many people have tried elderberry. I always put the butter on first and then I do like a thin coat of jelly. Some people do chunks. My mom taught me to make sure you get the edges, otherwise they're just dry and stale. Bye, buddy. You're so cute. Bye, Jack. Fun fact about myself, oh, there's the trailer right there, is I'll never have empty hands except for the one holding this camera right now. Okay, so kudos to everyone who has a heated steering wheel because mine is not and it is freezing in the morning. So I could use gloves. Although it'd be a big brain idea to actually bring the gloves inside so they don't get cold themselves. Except I lose things really easily. Like last week I lost my wallet for about a week or plus. It was in my brother's car the whole time. So there's that. But we're headed to the gym right now. I just mailed a letter for my sister because she just moved over this weekend. First one of the family. And so she is a warmer, happy place. My mom is also with her this weekend, and my sister. So this is why I'll be babysitting so much. My plan for today is to call for a car inspection because my car really needs it. I have a Honda from my brother. It's as old as my sister. And then I need to call for with my voucher ticket that Abe and I served at to watch a show called Tuck Everlasting. And then make sure we have seats, and then I need to also babysit. Pink yogurt. That one. Yeah. Hey everyone, so as my nephew sleeps, we're gonna make some gluten-free banana bread. So we're starting with the dry ingredients. I use a normal recipe, but I just make it gluten-free and it tastes good. I will link the recipe down below. So we're doubling this, so I need a bigger bowl. Usually it calls for 2 cups of flour, but I'm gonna be doing 4 because 2 is double is 4. So it's a lot of flour. 1 teaspoon of baking soda, so we're gonna do 2 of that. Baking powder when you are baking or cooking. So 1, 2. If you're using 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt, we'll do half a teaspoon about. So it calls for cinnamon, but they don't really have any, so I'm just gonna skip that part. That'll be fine. That's the dry ingredients, and then we're gonna mix them up. I like to, when baking, to use as little ingredients, as little dishes as possible, so it's less of a mess and things to clean up. And also, I like to just use 1 teaspoon, 1 tablespoon, and 1 cup, because I know how to eyeball the measurements when doing a cup, because I know my fractions. Next we'll be doing the wet ingredients. So it says half a cup of butter, so we're going to be doing 2 sticks because each stick is half a cup, and we're doubling the recipe. So I just soften them in the microwave, and then I just squeeze them out of their packaging. And then 3/4 of brown sugar, and 3/4 doubled, I'm pretty sure, is a cup and a half. So there's brown sugar. Make sure you always airtight, like make sure there's no air when you close it, because brown sugar can get hardened really easily when it's sitting in your pantry. And then it says 2 eggs, so we're going to do 4. When I do one-handed cracks, I like to crack it enough that it just like literally breaks. Every now and then we'll get like 1 shell. So, and then after eggs is yogurt or sour cream. I'm gonna do yogurt. It says 1/3 of a cup, so we'll do like 2/3. Say like that much. Bananas. So for bananas, you want to smash them up before putting them all in. I'm gonna do about 6, I think. Then you unwrap each of them. So you don't want the peels, of course. It's sometimes easier to open them from the bottom or the top, depending on how squishy. Banana bread tastes better when you have soft bananas, because I've tried making banana bread with normal bananas, like where they're fresh or whatever, but it did not taste the same. I guess it makes the banana bread soft. And you get all those on the plate, and then you get a fork of some sort, and you just smush them. Look at all that bananas. And you just smush them all up. If you do this now, it's a lot easier when you're mixing all the batter. Okay, let's put them in so we can make room for the other ones. Banana bread is one of those nice recipes because it's easy to make, especially if you just have soft bananas on hand, and it tastes really good. Most people like them. Ava, my sister, does not like bananas for some reason, so she's weird like that. Everyone else I know eats banana bread. They didn't have any plastic bagels, and I'm pretty sure they don't have an electric mixer, so I'm just gonna use what works. Sure, all that butter and everything's all smushed. We don't want chunks of butter in our bread. A chunk of butter, look at that. We don't want that in there, so we gotta smush it. Also, I would have probably made this earlier with my nephew, but cooking with 2-year-olds is kind of hard. And my brother also hadn't answered my text about if he wanted me to make them or not. Yeah, if you ever tried cooking with a little kid, have fun. Don't worry about making a mess, because it will happen. And then after you do the wet ingredients, pour in the dry, and then mix them all up. I just pour it all at once. A lot of people do like a little at a time, but as long as you don't spill it, you're fine. And if you do spill it, it's also fine. But yeah, a lot of my family is gluten intolerant, so, and his wife is celiac. So you have to be careful. But the benefits of being gluten-free and being in a gluten-free family, like most of your family is gluten-free, is everyone eats gluten-free food, and you don't have to worry about going certain places to get it, especially if they're really good at cooking. I'm gonna mix that. Now after that's all mixed up real good, we're gonna scoop it into the pans. Well, it's a pan, but it has different sections for the board. This is nice and fluffy. I'm glad it how it turned out. But yeah, now you can see. Make sure you always grease the pans before you put them in. Some people do parchment paper, and I found that also to be beneficial. But you can do whatever you want. Use a little bit extra. So we'll figure out which. Let me show you. So it's not lovely and perfect, but that's what it looks like. Now when it comes to baking, hopefully you can hear me, make sure you always clean up after yourself, and it's nice to pick up as you go. That way it's not as big of a mess. For baking, or cooking, like fish or chicken or whatever, I like to have a notes app on my phone of all the recipes, and I just put the links right under the name. So for this one, it was moist banana bread, and then I put the link under it so I can access it every time. At some point, I really want to have like a cookbook of all the written recipes, but sometimes it's nice, like if you're babysitting at someone else's house, you can just easily have it. But always wash the dishes when you're done, that way you don't have to pick it up a mess after. Or if the dishwasher is empty, just load them in that. Make sure you rinse them really good. Hint for all those who babysit: eat when the kid is asleep, or just do things at home. I'm gonna show you what I have for lunch. So I've got some chicken with avocado and rice. I put some soy sauce on it. It does not look great, but it tastes good. And I've got some strawberries, and I've got a beef stick for some protein. But that's my lunch. Okay, chicken on the... Well, they're really good though. I have about 45 minutes of a break, so I'm gonna be editing videos and waiting for the kids to get out of school. So I just laid the kids down after reading them books when we got back home from their school. They go to a hybrid homeschool center, and it's my niece and nephew. My niece is about 5, almost 6, and my nephew is 3, almost 4. And so they were there until 1, and I picked them up, brought them back, reread books. They just laid down. My nephew is gonna try to take a nap, gonna read some, because he's kind of tired today, and then my niece is gonna be like drawing and stuff like that. While they're laid down, I'm gonna clean some of the house, and then I'm gonna relax. We might go on a walk because it's really nice out today. It's like really sunny and warm. But that's it for all. So side note, my sister has prisms on her windows, so there's like rainbows. Making my coffee, got some ice first, and then you get the coffee, my sister's. It's a medium roast unsweetened black iced coffee. The ice. Get some creamer. Got some half and half. Just a teeny bit of that. And then the sweetener. Got some maple syrup. Some people say syrup. I'm a syrup kind of girl. And then do about that much. And then we'll stir it. Usually I drink coffee or any cold drink with ice with straws, but I couldn't find any, so let's try it. Oh, that's crisp. That's really good. So I finished my budget stuff earlier, and so now I'm gonna do some drawing and listen to a Percy Jackson audiobook. In advance. It's chicken with seasoning, veggies, and a pumpkin muffin, and I'm going to a ladies' church event.
Or gotten to the root of it, we need to replace it with truth, and so we do that by.
How many months have you attended Rooted?
Hey guys, just for an outro and update for what happened the rest of the night. The women's event was really good. It's called Rooted. It's at my local church. It was about, tonight, was about breaking through the lies and barriers you have in your life and getting to the root of them and realizing and living out the truth that God has for you and proclaims over you. In ways that you can do that. One of the ladies talked with a therapist that she is friends with, and it went really well. I also enjoyed that brain part of it. After that, I got to sit with a group of college girls, and that was also really fun, as I haven't really had the opportunity to do that lately. I've realized a lot of them go to different colleges I've never even heard of, but that was really good. And then I got a call right after it finished that my brother, my dad, and my sister had been sitting in a car in a parking lot for the hour and a half because the car stopped working. They had been sitting in the cold, and I did not realize an hour earlier that they had texted until they called. My fault. But my dad is checking that out right now as I'm about to go to bed, why the car is not working, because that has never happened and it's a newer car. So I drove really fast to get them, and then I picked them up. We came back home, I unloaded everything, and I called my sister to update her on my day and hear about hers, as she was babysitting all day as well. It was Ava. And then I got home, have been getting ready for bed besides that, but I wanted to update you with all that happened today. Today was a great day. If you guys actually get yourself to wake up early to get things done, it really sets you up for the day. And I know everyone says that, but actually living it out makes a difference. But today was fun. It was full of being busy, having moments to myself, and just spending it in gratefulness to God. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want more that look like this, or maybe something else if you didn't like it. But have a great night, and God bless, guys.